Alright, babe. Where are we at? Where is the world at right now?
The brink of death. I'll ask you a question. In all the years you've been on the earth, how many people have you met that you would say that you would like to have in paradise? If you were on the gate, how many would you let through?
Well, let's see. There's Joel. There's Karen. It's you, of course. And
all the kids.
The children, yes. The children.
See, when it was said in the written script, forbid them not. Talking about the children, suffer little children not to come unto me. Now, that was already preordained to have been said, so that you can read it today, Bible verses, and you won't understand it, of course. And if you did, you'd soon consider yourself to be one of the little children. Well, compared to God, you are a child. And there's no getting around your arrogance that I have seen in my 70 years on this planet. I have never met a human being I trust. I always gave anything I ever did, I gave the opportunity for the person to betray me, and they always did. Just always set it up. Having been to Egypt, there's no salvation there. We've met two men, one that had been born between the paws of the Sphinx, and he later denied. Egyptians are very good at that. They all say brother, father, mother, long-awaited friend, till they get something out of you, and that's it. And then we go down to Hagara on the Red Sea, and there's a family there, it's direct descendant of Muhammad. Through
Hussein, second son of Fatima. And
now, if you check out how the Quran was put together, you'll find that there was at least 12 righteous men murdered to get the Quran to where it is today, a total abomination. And I said to a couple of the Muslims down there that they practice circumcision, they don't eat pork, they even circumcise girls. Jesus didn't die on the cross. He was such a coward, he put another man in his place, Judas Iscariot. He certainly wasn't the Son of God, and he didn't resurrect. So when I pointed this out, and they all nodded their head in agreement, I said, well, that's exactly the same as what the Jews say. So the Quran is Jewish. Of course, that's what happened. The Christian Bible is entirely a Jewish rewrite, wherever it could be. And it's all in confusion. I take out resurrection, for example, and reincarnation of the soul. And when we study it and point out that this is all coming back through the oldest religions, in particular the Hindi, which even today the Hindi have had reincarnation taken out of their religion, which was the basis of their religion in the first place. And I wasn't a Jew, I was an Essene, and Essenes come from England, Scotland, Ireland, and descended down from the original Exodus, 1521 BC, when half of the royal tribe of Judah went to Ireland. And Ireland, of course, is where Atlantis is. It's where the mythical Atlantis is, Ireland. So it suffered a gigantic wave that went across it as well. But the story is recorded in ancient history. And the only candidate, of course, Ireland. And that's where it was. So today we're at a point in time where we've got this I sun coming in. What is it? I and sun. And it's green in colour, and the reason it's green is because that's cyanide. And you get a cyanide ice cube, if you like, as big as the earth, plummeting into the sea. What's it going to do? It's going to kill all the fish. It's going to turn everything red. People will die, cyanide, very quick. And only those who are like little children and haven't been polluted by the religion will survive. Then we have the Nibiru planet coming in, which is a new heaven and a new earth. And it is the soul of the earth which has been destroyed and is dead. I mean, the earth is dead. So this is a soul coming back. And mankind has inherited the souls of the giants. And we talk about it in the book of Enoch. There's only one line in the book of Enoch that's important, and that's where it describes that the Nephilim were to be destroyed. So there wasn't a lusting of angels after beautiful women. It's only a way of an analogy of describing it. What they was after was the mingling of their souls with the soul of the human being that is made in the image of God. So therefore, these angels, fallen angels, there's very little difference really between an angel and a human being. And the difference is that man can suffer death and yet be raised again.
Mm.
So mingling with the offspring of Cain, the murderer from the beginning, is what the scriptures of John 8:44 is all about. You are of your father the devil, a murderer from the beginning. So if the Jesus figure that you think that I'm not is speaking about the Jesus speaking to the Jews, you are of your father the devil, does not tell you that they must have survived the flood somehow, because after all, Cain lived before the flood. So Cain's descendants is now after the flood that Jesus is condemning. So how does that happen? Well, reincarnation, the soul jumping from body to body. So they're killed off before and as the flood occurred, and then afterwards they reincarnate again and reinfest. That is why when a man is, all the demons are cast out and his soul is then susceptible. It's garnished clean, and the original demon that has been cast out will come back with 7 more. Now, the 7 is 7 reincarnation. You get 7 times, like silver tried in the furnace 7 times. So what you do with silver, you heat it up, boil it, you scrape all the dross off, and you do it again, and each time it gets cleaner. With the 7 souls that come back to the earth, which are demonized, to infest the last person today, the soul today. Been back 7 times, still hasn't got it right. And what happens? The 7 demons of the past lives come back again with 7 more of each demon, so that's 49. So it's a mathematical, just to let you know that it's an immense amount of evil that keeps on infesting people. That is why you can find people that'll go to war and have no problem killing other people. They've got the demons in them. What are they? They're killing other Christians. Look at the Second World War and the demonization of Hitler. Hitler was a saint, and yet they were set up, and the entire war was to get Christians to kill each other. And Stalin killed 60 million Christians.
He was a Jew.
And he was a Jew. So was Roosevelt, so was
Churchill.
And most of the men in top positions in the British Army was Jews, Freemasons. So they're all dead now. And of course their place is very unpleasant for them. And I really haven't met